Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Valerie Mast and I'm the Assistant Vice President of Mortgage Sales at VyStar Credit Union. Today's webinar is focused on helping homeowners navigate rising costs, protect their equity, and take practical steps to manage and protect their home. Home ownership creates opportunity. It gives you the ability to build equity over time, invest in something that grows in value, and create a foundation for your long-term financial future. It also brings real pressure: rising property taxes, increasing insurance costs, ongoing maintenance, and unexpected repairs. This session is about navigating those challenges with clarity and confidence. We are going to walk through practical ways to manage rising costs, protect the investment you have made in your home, and make informed financial decisions along the way. That includes sharing solutions like VyStar's Everyday Heroes mortgage program, which supports those who serve our community and can help make homeownership more accessible and sustainable. We will also talk about how to use tools like a home equity line of credit in a smart and responsible way, whether that is for renovations, major expenses, or unexpected repairs. You will also hear directly from a housing representative with the City of Jacksonville about local programs available to support homeowners, including resources that may help with repairs, affordability, and long-term stability. And as we close, we will spend some time understanding your insurance coverage so you know what is protected, where you may have gaps, and what to expect if you ever need to file a claim. The goal is to give you clear, practical guidance so you can protect your home, protect your equity, and feel more confident in the decisions you are making. To begin with, I'd like to introduce Joshua Hicks, Affordable Housing Director for the City of Jacksonville. Joshua will share some community resources for homeowners who may be facing some financial challenges.
Thank you, Valerie. It's great to be here today. Many homeowners are feeling the pressure right now. As property values rise, so do property taxes. Insurance premiums continue to increase. And when something breaks, repairs are often more expensive than expected. At the same time, families are already stretched thin. Less than half of residents say they can comfortably afford all of their monthly expenses. So what we are seeing is that even for homeowners who are doing the right things, staying current on their mortgage, maintaining their home, the margin for unexpected cost is getting tighter. That is where local support can make a real difference. The City of Jacksonville offers several programs that many homeowners simply are not aware of, including repair assistance programs that can help cover critical home repairs, especially for things like roofs, plumbing, or safety issues. Property tax relief programs that may be available for eligible homeowners, including seniors and those on fixed incomes. And housing counseling services that provide guidance on budgeting, home maintenance, and navigating financial challenges. The goal of these programs is simple: to help people stay in their homes, avoid financial setbacks, and protect the equity they have worked so hard to build. Because homeownership is one of the most important ways families build long-term financial stability. And even if you are not here in Jacksonville, this still applies to you. Cities and counties across the country offer similar types of support, from repair assistance and tax relief to housing counseling and foreclosure prevention programs. A good first step is to connect with your local housing or community development office, which can help direct you to available resources in your area. So, no matter where you live, it is worth taking the time to understand what support may already be available to you, because accessing the right resources at the right time can make a meaningful difference in protecting your home and your financial future. And at the end of the day, that is what this is all about: helping homeowners stay stable, protect the investment they have made, and feel more confident moving forward. Valerie, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Joshua. For many homeowners, equity is one of their most powerful financial tools and one of the most misunderstood. Equity is the value you have built in your home over time. It grows as you pay down your mortgage and as your home increases in value. When used thoughtfully, it can create real financial flexibility. It can help you consolidate higher interest debt into something more manageable. It can give you the ability to fund improvements that protect or even increase your home's value. It can provide support during major life moments, whether that is education, caregiving, or navigating an unexpected expense. One way homeowners access that equity is through a home equity line of credit, or a HELOC. To qualify, lenders are typically looking at a few key factors: a strong credit profile, a manageable debt-to-income ratio, and enough equity built up in your home. Those factors help ensure that borrowing from your home remains sustainable and does not create additional financial strain. But just because you can access equity does not always mean you should. A HELOC may not be the right choice if you are using it for ongoing monthly expenses or to carry debt that is not improving your overall financial position. It can also add risk if your budget is already tight, since it introduces another payment tied to your home. So before accessing your equity, it's important to pause and ask a few key questions. Does this decision lower my overall financial stress? Am I using this to reduce higher cost debt or improve my financial position? And does it align with my long-term goals for this home and my financial future? Because the goal is not just to access equity, it is to use it in a way that strengthens your financial position, not adds new pressure. Equity should increase your flexibility, not your risk. Equity decisions don't happen in isolation. They work best when they're part of a bigger picture, one that includes how you bought your home, how it fits into your long-term plans, and what kind of support you have along the way. That's where having the right tools, programs, and guidance can make a real difference. At VyStar, we don't just talk about products. We work with homeowners to understand their goals and help them choose options that support their financial well-being. And for many, that conversation can start even earlier, at the point of homeownership itself. Programs like VyStar's Everyday Heroes Mortgage are designed to support those who serve our communities, including teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, and law enforcement officers. These programs are built to make homeownership more accessible, with benefits like zero money down and reduced upfront costs, which can remove some of the biggest barriers people face. But just like any mortgage, there are still important steps to qualify and apply. From a qualification standpoint, lenders will look at your overall financial picture. That typically includes your credit score, your income, your existing debt, and your ability to manage monthly payments. They will also look at your debt-to-income ratio, which helps determine whether the loan will be sustainable within your budget. In addition, you will need to show consistent income and employment history, along with documentation that supports your ability to repay the loan. When it comes to the application process, it usually starts with preparation. That means gathering basic documents like pay stubs, tax returns, bank statements, so you are ready when you begin the application. From there, you can take a few key steps. Start with a conversation. Connect with a VyStar mortgage specialist to understand your options and whether the program is a fit for you. Get pre-qualified or pre-approved. This gives you a clear picture of what you can afford and helps guide your home search. Complete your application. At that point, you will submit your financial information, authorize a credit review, and work with your lender through the approval process. And through it all, the goal is to keep the process simple, transparent, and aligned with your long-term financial plan. Because programs like this are not just about getting you into a home. They are about setting you up to stay in that home and continue building equity over time. Programs like Everyday Heroes help you get into a home in a way that is more accessible and sustainable from the start. But once you are in that home, the next step is just as important, protecting it. Because homeownership is not just about access. It's about protecting your investment over time. And that is where homeowners insurance becomes a critical part of the overall financial health. Joining us now is Tamara Nahr, Senior Vice President of VyStar Insurance Agency. Tamara works closely with homeowners every day to help them understand their insurance coverage and make sure they have the protection they need in place.
Thank you, Valerie, and hello, everyone. A key part of financial wellness is protecting what you've worked so hard for, because even with smart planning, life can be unpredictable. For homeowners, that means protecting both your property and your belongings. Events like fire, severe weather, theft, or injuries on your property are never planned, but they do happen. And the financial impact from these events can be significant. Without the right coverage, these situations can quickly lead to major out-of-pocket costs or long-term financial strain. And one common gap we see is homeowners not understanding their policy and underestimating the cost of a loss. Your home is likely one of your largest investments, so having the right protection in place is critical. The good news is there's a way to build protection into your overall financial plan, and you don't have to navigate this alone. So here's a little Homeowners Insurance 101 for you. Homeowners Insurance is designed to cover 4 key areas. First, the physical structure of your property and other structures of the property like a fence or maybe a pool. Your personal belongings, such as your furniture, electronics, and clothing. It also covers liability if someone is injured on your property. And finally, it will cover temporary living expenses if your home becomes uninhabitable. What many people don't realize is how customizable a policy can be. Coverage can and should be tailored to fit your home, lifestyle, financial goals, and your needs. It's also important to understand how claims are paid. Some policies account for depreciation, while others cover the full cost of repairs or replacement. That distinction can make a significant difference when filing a claim. Now, here are a few simple steps to help you choose the right coverage for you. Take a home inventory. Your belongings can add up very quickly, and many people underestimate their value. You also need to understand your liability exposure. Make sure you're protected if someone is injured on your property. If you have a pool or exercise equipment in your home, that changes the level of protection you will need. You also need to understand what the standard homeowner policy covers. Some risks, like flood or high-value items, require additional coverage. And finally, balance deductible and premium. Lower premiums often mean higher deductibles, so you choose what is manageable for you. And most importantly, work with a trusted advisor who can guide you through your options. The goal isn't just to have insurance, it's having the right coverage for your situation. At VyStar Insurance Agency, we help homeowners every day compare options and find coverage that fits both their needs and their budget, so they can have a peace of mind. One last thing to keep in mind, especially in our region, after storms, we often see a rise in contractor scams. So it's important to be prepared if you need to file a claim. Your insurance company will typically ask for these things: your policy information and details of the incident, photos or videos of the damage prior to repairs beginning, a list of damaged items with receipts if available. That's why doing your inventory is important. The more organized your documentation, the smoother the process. And when it comes to repairs, it's just as important to protect yourself. Always verify contractor licenses before hiring anyone. Get multiple quotes so that you can compare your options. And avoid paying large lump sums of money up front. Ultimately, protecting your home isn't just about having insurance. It's also knowing how to use it and how to protect yourself when it matters most. Because at the end of the day, this is about safeguarding your home, your equity, and your financial future. Valerie, I'll hand it back to you to help us tie things together and talk about what comes next.
Thank you, Tamara. Home ownership is a journey. Today, we talked about what it really takes to navigate that journey, managing rising costs, using your equity wisely, understanding financing options, and making sure your home and what you have built and properly protected. Because home ownership is not just about getting into a home. It is about staying in it, growing your investment over time, and building long-term financial stability. And having the right information at the right time can make all the difference. At VyStar, we are here to be partners in that journey, providing the tools, guidance, and support you need every step of the way. If tonight sparked a few questions, here are a few next steps available to you. First, if managing debt, cash flow, or long-term planning is top of mind, VyStar offers financial wellness and planning support designed specifically for homeowners. These conversations are meant to help you see the full picture and provide judgment-free guidance. If you're considering using your home equity, we encourage early educational conversations with VyStar mortgage lending specialists so you can understand options, risks, and long-term impact before deciding. Remember, protecting what you've built matters. You can connect with VyStar Insurance Agency to review your homeowner's insurance coverage and ensure it aligns with today's replacement costs, recent improvements, and your financial goals. And finally, if repairs, taxes, or housing stability feel overwhelming, we encourage you to explore local homeowner assistance resources, some of which were shared earlier in this webinar, and connect with housing counselors who can help you identify available support. Thank you for spending your time with us. VyStar is here to support you every step of the way.